do that. So this can be one block further back, and then grass. Probably the slabs at this point. So this is the trackway for the minecarts. So in here we have enough space for two sets of signals, right? So you go 5. So that's the connector there, and then, well, the other signal. So there's enough room down here for these 2 redstone wires to travel across the landscape. And this is underneath this, and then up here we have our rail. Like that. And then maybe we fence it off there. I don't know if we should... Do we need to fence it off? I'm not sure if we need to fence it off. We do want to avoid having animals wander around on the tracks. And then whatever redstone switching here. So this is fairly good. I mean, I'm okay with having this across the landscape. Like, oh, this is gonna be grass here. Now the question is, what happens when we try to have the track go diagonal? So having the track go down a straight line along the blocks, it's just going to look like that. Imagine if this is extended longer. So we have the signal down the bottom, and we have the track up the top. And then when we need to pull the signal out, we just pull it out the sides here, and connect down to these connectors down there. So that's fairly straightforward. Diagonals is more complicated than that. Let me fill this in a little bit. Because diagonally the connections need a lot more space, and maybe I should build this somewhere else, because this might not be enough space for me to build a diagonal here. I'm gonna end the stream after I build this prototype, I think. So we've been going for 2 hours 10 minutes so far. Cow, can you not be here, Cow? Cow, you need to leave, Cow. Thank you. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, Cow. Because the problem with this circuit is that it doesn't do diagonals very well. So hypothetically speaking, let us say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joining up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the other side. Let's do the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5 joining up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let us say hypothetically, you know what, let me just put a torch there to emulate a signal coming down here. And we want to go diagonal from this point onwards. 2, 3. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this thing has to be parallel. So going diagonal like that is not really diagonal. And if we have 2 wires, it's gonna be seriously thick. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I'm gonna do this the other way though. So diagonally from here, like if you want to keep everything behind that diagonal, for example, how far is that? So that needs to... See, we can't even... Well... 2, 3, 4, 5... if we do that, what about the next one? What about the other side of this? And I guess it's, you know, it's gonna take up less space that way if I do that. So that goes diagonal there. Consider if we also have a block gap, and then we go another torch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want to keep it... How close can we make this, right? We can make it that close at best. So we want to keep it on this side. We would... One, two... See, that's not enough space there, is there? That's not good. That is the opposite of good. Also, we can do that. If we... Oh, that's not right there, because that's gonna be there, because that has to be 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? Oh, this. No, that is right. It is down to there. But that has to be that wide. That can't be like that. And let's say that this continues on. And that continues on there. So this, I mean, that has to be at least there, right? So this signal has to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that interferes there, so it can't be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awkward. But we can, I mean, we can use comparators. So it's, if we put comparator here though, that becomes a 2. So then what we need is 2 comparators. Against each other. So if I do that, stick a couple of comparators there. Put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So, I mean, we can make the signal go diagonally. So how wide is this, is the question that I was wanting to ask. The question that I really wanted to answer is, how wide is this? And it doesn't seem that wide, does it? So if these are... So how does this go? You have a straight up and then stairs back. So we go straight up is there. Well, could this not be 1 block smaller this way? If we do that, and then we do that. We do need 2 comparators, but we can put those there instead. Could this not be... Could it? Maybe it couldn't. Because then that would be too narrow. Maybe this is as small as we can make it. Alright, let's not try to squeeze this in into too small space. So then here we want an upside down stair. So imagine if those are, if that's the ground on the outside. And so then upside down stair blocks. there. But also, I don't know about this one because it seems kind of tight, the space. And then no one's, yeah, everyone's done, I think. Everyone's done chatting for now. And then we do that, and then up here it is like that. Anyway, the stream's over soon anyway, so I'm not gonna trying to decide what mod pack to play next. Well, okay, that's correct there. There, and then the top of this is gonna be like that. Sofa says Simple Life 2 has weird bugs. Ferret Business is great but old. Yeah, that's the thing with mods. Bugs. Bugs and keeping them up to date. Alright, let me just cover that up. Right, so that's the diagonal one. You know what? That doesn't look too bad. That actually looks okay, so... Wait, is this even correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so the 5 comes to here. And then it goes diagonal. Like that. Hey, you know what? That actually fits together quite well. So up top we have the minecart, and then down below we have enough room to weave this signal across the landscape. Alright, so now imagine going across the landscape is basically roads, or like well, it's not really roads, but the train track looks like this on the landscape, and when it turns to diagonal, it looks like that across the landscape. Or I guess occasionally we need powered rails, and powered rails can't be diagonal, right? Powered rails cannot be diagonal, which means that if every now and then we're gonna have to do something like that to keep powering, but that's fine. Like, it's a little bit strange, but it's fine. Okay. Alright, I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna stop streaming now. Unfortunately, the map is still bugged. So the map markers still don't entirely work, unfortunately. So what I think I might have to do is, in my own time, I have to get all the map markers onto a JPEG or something, and then I need to plan out where the track is gonna go, because we have demonstrated here that we can use 5 local loops and 1 regional loop. And so if we look at the map, we need to figure out where these loops go in the landscape. And then we need to build them. So if we come check out this, there should be more markers. We need to figure out each of the local loops. Will be like a loop there, a loop there, 3 and 4, and then maybe like 5. Not sure about this. Will be like one of these will be smaller, and then 1 regional loop that crosses over all 5 of them. And then we need to build this stuff across the landscape. Except I should do this I shouldn't build the whole thing all at once, I don't think. Maybe I should like build one. I should build the smallest regional loop and then make the signaling work for that before I build the other one. Because the first time you do anything, it's probably going to be wrong. And if we build a giant thing and then have to change everything afterwards, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I might even make the diagonal 1 block wider too, because if you look at this, I mean, that's that wide. The diagonal, I guess that's pretty good. I mean, it could be 1 block wider and still be okay. Anyway, alright. Today's stream ends here. I might spend more time playing with that thing, and I will have to spend time getting the map markers onto a JPEG, so that next week, when we come back, we will start building this thing. Alright, I'll see you. Later, everyone.